what if I told you that every shape you see starts with just one thing, a line? So let's begin our geometry journey starting with the lines. Welcome to module 1 with all the basics explained. A line segment. A line segment looks like this. It has exactly two endpoints, or you can say a starting point and the ending or the finishing point. It has a fixed length. So suppose this AB line segment has the length of 5 centimeter. So we write it like this: AB on the top, something like this, equals 5 centimeter. Now notice that this A and B are called as the endpoints of this line segment. So this notation does not have any arrows, like it starts with fixed point and it ends at fixed point. Now extend this line segment in endlessly in both the directions, and you can see because I'm extending it endlessly, so now I have two arrows. So our line segment AB now has been extended in both the directions endlessly, and we get a line. And now how do we denote the line? Because this line has the arrows on both the sides, so that means my line would be denoted something like this. Okay, and always remember a line has no end point. And how many endpoints the line segment has? Two endpoints, exactly two endpoints. So a line segment has two endpoints, a line has no endpoint. And what about a ray? A ray looks like this. All right, so let's switch it like this. A ray has just one endpoint. This is the endpoint of this ray, and this is called as the starting point of the ray. All right, so the ray is starting from this A point, and look at this arrow. That means it is going endlessly in this one direction. And how do we denote this ray? We denote it like this: AB and a small ray on the top of it. Notice how the symbols change. For the line segment, I have this symbol. For a line, I have the symbol AB with a line, means two arrows with it. And for the ray, I have AB with a ray drawn on the top of it. The example of rays are sun rays. Why? Because if you have this sun and the rays are coming from in all the directions, so this sun is the starting point of the rays, and the rays are going endlessly in all the directions. So you can say rays from the light bulb, rays from any light source is a perfect example of the rays. Angle. What is an angle? Angle is formed when two rays or two lines meet at a common point. One ray and then the second ray, and the moment they meet at some common endpoint, we get this angle. This angle has a name, so I can name this as angle ABC. This B is called as the vertex of the angle, and AB and CB are called as the arms of the angle. So how many arms are there of the angle? Always two arms and one vertex. How we will name this angle? I will name this angle ABC as angle ABC, or I can name it as CBA, angle CBA. Notice that the vertex, means this B, is always written in the middle. I can never name this angle as angle BAC or BCA. They are incorrect. The vertex is always written in the middle. I can name this angle as just angle B as well. Triangle. A triangle is something looks like this. Okay, let me. All right. So a triangle looks like this. A triangle is a polygon of three sides. Okay, polygon means a closed shape. What is a polygon? A closed shape made up of line segments. So you can see it's a closed shape made up of line segments. So it is a polygon. And how many sides are there? Three sides. So triangle is a polygon of three sides. Let's name this triangle as triangle ABC. So this is triangle ABC. Triangle ABC has some elements. Let's name those elements. It has three vertices. Vertices means vertex. So in the plural, vertex is called as vertices. So it has vertex A, vertex B, vertex C. Or you can say it has three corners. You can see those corners over here. This corner, and this corner. It has three angles. Where are the angles? You know that angles are formed by two rays or two line segments. So this is one angle. How will I name this angle? I can name this angle as just angle A, or I can name it as angle BAC or CAB. Why? Because this vertex should always be in the middle. So angle BAC, or you can say angle CAB. You can name it as anyways. So I have angle A. Then similarly, I have angle B, and my next and third angle will be angle C. So it has three vertices A, B, C, three angles, angle A, angle B, angle C, and it has three sides as well. Which are those sides? AB, you can name it as BA or whatever, BC, and my third side is CA. So AB, BC, and CA are the three sides of this triangle. That's all. And in my next module, I will be explaining the types of different angles. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.